Hey everyone, welcome back. So now that we've installed that WordPress theme, the next step is going to be to customize it and start adding in our stuff. So right now, if we go to our site, you can see it's got the Xeriff logo on top and it's got, this default text. We want to switch that out. So let me show you how to do that. So what I want you to do is head back over to your WordPress dashboard, make sure that you're signed into it. And then next, what you can do is just go down to where it says Appearance, then go ahead and click on Customize. You see it? Customize. All right, so this is how you can start editing this specific WordPress theme. Now, I will tell you this, every single WordPress theme is going to be a little different. So if you decided on going with a different WordPress theme, you definitely want to check any documentation, README files that came with it. Inside the README file, they'll probably explain to you how you customize and make some tweaks on your site. Okay, so just giving you a fair warning that every single WordPress theme out there is going to be a little different, and that's why it's definitely worth checking out the documentation. I mean, you can see right here if you click on documentation, they will actually take you to a help file, which will show you how to set everything up, okay? So just make sure you go through that. All right, so let's talk about some of the settings. So first up, you got the site title and tagline. Now, this thing right here says Silverstone Consulting, looks good. The tagline we adjusted earlier, so that's cool. We can leave this as is, but if you want to tweak it, you can always do it here too. Let's go down. You also have the option here to change the colors if you want. I like the colors the way it's designed right now, so we'll just leave that. Let's go down here to where it says General Options. Go ahead and click on that. All right, now you'll notice here you can plug in your own logo, which I would highly recommend. I don't want it just to say Xeriff at the top for no reason, right? So plug in your own logo. Now, if you're good with graphics, go ahead and just create your own simple logo. That will be fine. Now, if you don't know anything about graphics, no big deal. What you can do is you can head on over to Fiverr.com and get someone to create a logo for you for just $5. Okay, and that website again is Fiverr.com, and that's Fiverr.com. 2 R's in that, Fiverr.com. Then what you can do is just do a search for logo, Logo. Let's do a search for it, and I'll show you. You can get tons of people here to do logos for you for dirt cheap. Look at this person right here. They've done over 11,000 jobs just on Fiverr alone. They've all given him 5 stars, which is why there's those 5, yellow circles at the top. And he can do it for just $5. So look, if you click on this, I will show you. Let's click X on this. Let's go to check it out. So look, this guy does all sorts of really cool logos here. And again, for $5, you really can't go wrong. So if you want to get him to do a logo for you, all you got to do is just click this Order Now button and tell him the name of your company and you'll be good to go, right? So Fiverr.com is great. Otherwise, if you want to try your hand at creating your own logo, feel free. Even if you're not that familiar with graphics, it's not a big deal. There's this website right here I highly recommend you check out. It's called Pixlr, Pixlr.com. Pixlr.com. Now, Pixlr is a free photo editing program, and you don't even need to download any software. This thing runs right through your browser. This thing's super cool. I use this all the time. Now, if you scroll down here, you should see this thing right here on the left, Pixlr Editor. You see it? And then all you got to do is just click on Launch Web App. And then you have a free, awesome image editing program. So then you could just go to Create New Image. So for width, we could do something like 200. And for height, we could do something like, let's do 75 pixels. All right, so this is pixels. 200 width, 75 pixels in height. Again, feel free to figure out whatever works best for you. I'm just giving you an example here. And then you can create a little logo right here. And it's super simple. If you go here to the text icon, see where they got the A? Click that. And you can just write something, and we could do something like Silverstone. I can, select all of this, and we could even change the font here. Let's go down to a different font. right? So you could change the color here. We can make it red. And if you want to move this thing around, you can go to this little arrow tool right here, click the arrow, move it around, and you could even, draw some shapes onto it, add an image and do all sorts of things. And then all you got to do is just go to File, then Save, and you can just save this, and now you've got a really cool logo that you can use. So this thing is Pixlr, Pixlr.com. It's a free tool. It's awesome. Otherwise, like I said, if you want to, I'd recommend just going to a place like Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and get someone to make you a logo for just $5. Okay. So once you've got a cool logo that you want to use, what you can do is just add it right here. So then let's just click on Select Image. And then what we're going to do is we're going to upload our logo. So I'm just going to click on Select File. All right, and then you'll notice right here on my desktop, I've got this logo that I just created a second ago, silverstone.png. So let's just double click on it. There we go. Then let's just click on Choose Image. And it just added the logo right here. Perfect. Now, as you can see, they just put the logo up on top. Awesome. So the next they're asking us for anything for the copyright. So we could just put something in here. How about Silverstone 2015, all rights reserved? That sounds official. We'll just put that in there. Next, Facebook link. So if you got a Facebook fan page, you could definitely plug that in right here and just put it in. So we'll just do something like www.facebook.com/Silverstone Consulting. Right? I'd recommend creating a Facebook fan page or business page. Only takes a second to do, and it's just going to make you look more authority. Same with Twitter. You could put in a Twitter link right down here. We could do twitter.com/Silverstone Consulting. LinkedIn, you can put all that in if you got it. Email. So we definitely want to put in our email address down here. Let's do it. support@silverstoneconsulting.com. Let's go down. Phone number. If you've got a phone number, I would definitely recommend putting that in here, right? Put in your good old phone number, 555-3555-5555. Now, obviously, I'm not putting in my real phone number because I don't want to get a bunch of prank calls from you guys. All right. Let's go down here. All right. The next, you got address. So you can put in your address right here. Again, this is just going to make you look much more authority. Okay. So then we just put in our address right there. Then let's go down here to where it says big title section. Click on that. And you should see this appear. So next, do you see right here where it says to add a title here, please go to Customizer. So this thing is going to change this title right here. Perfect. So let's get rid of this, delete it, and then, we could put something fancy in there. So for the title, let's put something fancy in there. So I just put in, we are the leaders in digital marketing. So that sounds pretty authentic. That sounds pretty awesome, right? Again, we just want to put some stuff in here so that way when we go to apply for the CPA network, they look at our website, we look legit, and we look like a real business, okay? That way they're much more likely to approve us. That's why we're creating this whole website, so that way we could instantly get approved to the CPA networks, okay? And heck, you could even put this on business, put this website on business cards, and it may even help you, get some dates or something. Because girls will check it out and they'll be like, wow, you're pretty awesome, Let's go down here to see where it says red button label. Now, obviously, we don't just want to say one button and another button. So we could change this to say something like, about us. So let's just say about us. So then for the link, let's set it up so that way when people click on it, it'll take them to silverstoneconsulting.com/about us. And we'll want to make sure to create a page called About Us, right? So that way it actually works and goes someplace. All right, so the next we got this button right here, the second button label. So let's just get rid of it. And we could say something like portfolio, right? And then for the link, we could have that go to something like, http www.silverstoneconsulting.com/portfolio, right? All right, awesome. Now let's go down here to where it says our focus section. Let's click on that. And if you notice, that's what this thing's all about, right? Our focus. Now, let me just give you another pro tip here. If you're not sure what the heck you should be putting on your page, I recommend going to Google and just look at the top digital marketing companies and top consulting companies and see what they put on their page and get ideas from them, right? So you can seriously go over to Google and you could do something like best digital marketing companies, right? Or best consulting companies. And we could just go to any of these. We could click on these ads on the right. There we go. Let's click on this one. iCrossing Digital Agency. That sounds pretty official. Or look, right down here you got Razorfish. You can go to that. Look, VML.com. We can go to that one. So then basically what I would recommend you do is just check out these websites to get ideas on how they set this up. What kind of stuff do they talk about? What kind of stuff do they mention here? So do you see how this should give you a lot of ideas on what you can put? You could basically go to their page and just rewrite some of this stuff in your own words, and now you know what to put on yours, right? So it's really not that hard. Look at this, VML.com. Everything we are is in everything we do. And we've got all this stuff here to get ideas from, okay? So underneath our focus, we could say something like, our mission is to get maximum profits and value for our clients, right? That sounds pretty professional, right? And then we could go down here to where it says the About Us section. And really, I would just recommend you start filling all this stuff out with info. And again, if you're running blanks on what to say, look at all the other top websites in your market, get ideas from them. Feel free to just reword some of the stuff that they said, okay? So we have all this extra stuff here that you could fill out. And as soon as you fill all this stuff out and you're ready to save it, well, you know what to do. Go up to the top to where it says Save and Publish. Click on that button. All right, and then after you save it, what you can do is you can click the X button to get out of this screen. All right, so now let's check out our web page and let's see how it looks. So you can go to your website, you can try refreshing the page if it hasn't changed yet. Let's click the refresh button. And if it's still showing the old stuff, again, what you can do is delete your cookies and then try the page again and see if it works. So I'm going to delete my cookies real quick and then refresh it. All right, perfect. So I just deleted my cookies and I went to the page again and now it just updated. You see it? We are the leaders in digital marketing, About Us portfolio, and it's got all this stuff down here. Perfect. And so now you guys know how to update that and to put this together. Do you see how awesome this page is starting to look like?